Welcome to BKSS Academy. I hope you are doing great, my dear friends. Now we will discuss about hazards in pipelining. Hazards means problem. So problem in pipelining will delay the processing. So when there will be problem, so definitely the process will be delayed. If CPI is not equal to 1, that is hazard. When CPI is equal to 1, that means pipelining is successfully working on. Every clock pulse should be completed processing of one instruction because hazards delay occurs. For delay, CPI is not equal to 1, which is a problem. When CPI is not equal to 1, that means the pipeline is under hazards. There are many hazards are there, like data hazard, structural hazard and control hazard. So data hazard is of three kinds, that is read after write, write after read, write after write, and structural hazard, then control hazard. Data hazard is suppose read after write. When one example is here, R2 plus R3 is equal to R1, then R2 plus R3 will be added and stored in R1. At the same time, one thing is there, R1 plus R5 is equal to will be stored in R4. That means here read operation will be performed and here write operation will be performed. So read after write is this. This is called as true dependency. Concurrent instructions depends the result of previous instruction, that is read after write. Similarly, anti-dependency is, this is true dependency, read after write is true dependency, and write after read, suppose add R1, R2, R3, that means R2, R3 will be stored in R1, then add R2, R1, R3, that will also be added and stored in R2. That means that is write after read. This is called as anti-dependency. Similarly, write after write means R2 and R3 will be added, stored in R1, R4, R5 will be added, stored in R1. This is write after write. That is 5 stage pipeline is there. Suppose instruction fetch, instruction decode, instruction execute, instruction main, and memory instruction write back. So if instruction 1 is fetched and instruction 1 is decoded and instruction 1 is executed, but in instruction 2 it is depending on the instruction 1, so instruction fetch will be possible but instruction decode cannot be possible. It will be possible when this instruction is write back on this page, then it will be fetched or decoded. So this is called as the hazards of data. So I2 will start its processing after write back of I1. So on this diagram it is reflected. So data will be fetched here, which is impossible, that is hazard. After clock pulse, after 5 clock pulse, I2 will have to be starting the processing. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this much will be over, then processing of I1 will be done, then I1 will be fetched here for the processing of R1 plus R5. This will be fetched. So this will be only possible after instruction 1's 5 stage is completed. Similarly, structural hazard, when multiple instructions is accessing same resource, that is process, register, RAM, cache at a time, that will be structural hazard. देखो, so looking at here, if that is instruction fetch, instruction decode, execute, memory and write back for the instruction 1. This is instruction 1. For instruction 2, instruction fetch, instruction decode, instruction execute, instruction memory and instruction write back. That means here on this place both are using the memory. That means it is hazard because if the multiple instruction is accessing the same resource at a time, because the same memory is accessed by the two instructions at a time, so structural hazard occurs. This is the control hazard. It occurs because of branching. Suppose instruction fetch, instruction decode, execute, memory and write back. 500 instruction, suppose it is telling its output is, suppose 500 was in program counters in the instruction 1. The instruction 1 will be executed and its output will be 700. That means it is to be go to the 700. It is giving the instruction to go to the 700th place. Then next program counter is 501, next program counter is 502. So these two will be executed. But as it is telling the 700 is the my need for executing next, so these two will be flushed. These two will be flushed. This is called as control hazard because the principal is telling what the program counter is holding, that will be executed. But after the instruction 1 execution, it is telling go to the 700 place. So that is contradicting with the program counter. That is why control hazard occurs. Thank you.